Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Dino action. It's the same list as last night, I'm pretty sure. I just wanted to continue with it. The potential of Mirror Shield to help save Marauding Raptor, similar to last night against Rakdos Midrange. It certainly did the trick. Possibly saved the Shifting Ceratops as well. A lot of those big heavy hitters, but hopefully sometime down the line we do get another artifact equipment that gives hexproof a little bit better way, I guess. Maybe costing 1 to equip. There's a couple equipments, boots. I forget exactly what they're called. It's on the tip of my tongue there. They'd be fantastic additions. Hexproof and haste, I believe it is. The name escapes me. Hopefully that gets reprinted into a standard set. That'd be pretty fantastic to also give haste to something. But the +2 to toughness is probably going to come in handy. At the very least, it does make Marauding Raptor a pretty good blocker. Topiary Stomper as well. That's going to be hard to deal with 6 toughness. Otherwise, lots of ramp, lots of card draw, hopefully, with Kiora and Great Henge as always. Seen the Queen a couple times. See how useful Bouncer's Beatdown is, but perhaps people have gotten black out of their system a little bit. Mono black, perhaps. Maybe not as much Rakdos Midrange. That's probably still going to be about. Yes, Adam. Dino Knight, here we go. All right. Let's just get right into the action, because the list is the same, and as always, it's in the description. See how many control matchups I face. I just did the midweek Magic Historic event. Final of the 3 games was against Mono Blue Control, and I smoked them. Well, it got pretty close. I got down to about 10 cards, I think. Luckily, I had Shifting Ceratops to start off with, Carnage Tyrant, all those good guys, and I did eventually drop the Great Henge. That certainly was lights out for the mill opponent, but it possibly could have killed me. If I only had 1 or 2 cards in hand, played some creatures, I would have attempted to draw from my library while there was nothing. So the Great Henge, yeah, it might have been detrimental if I wasn't as fast as I was. But it was pretty sweet. Shifting Ceratops flying past all those rune crabs that really usually put in the work to mill a lot of stuff. Milling 3 whenever a land enters the battlefield under their control. Especially if they drop multiple rune crabs early. Oof, that's really going to eat away at things. I wouldn't expect mill tonight or most nights. That's certainly quite uncommon. For the right person though, something mill related, mono blue, maybe Demir, mill. It can be fun. Got to have a wide range of options for people, I think. It's always nice to have options. Unless you like something as much as I like dinos. Hey. Pretty good starting hand. Seen a mulligan from him already. Maybe it's white something, I bet. Definitely due to those sleeves. That's Brimaz, King of Oreskos, I think. Jund. Ooh, interesting. Well, I'll try for Marauding Raptor. Hopefully it survives. Oh, a turn 1 crab, turn 2 crab. Fabled Passage is just about as brutal as it gets. Luckily, it hasn't been so brutal yet. They didn't fatal push Marauding Raptor, so that does make me feel pretty positive. But it's certainly downhill from there. If you can take out the crabs as soon as possible. Blast Zone certainly would be pretty fantastic to take out the crabs. Ooh, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, just slam Charging Monstrosaur. Tons of explosive damage. I don't know if they'll be able to deal with that. I don't see them dropping too much this turn to save themselves. Gallia. Mox Amber. Oh, that's rough too. They could barf a lot of things. Jund. Bard classes. Tyrant goodness. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hopefully that's it. But at least Carnage Tyrant should help out, you would think. Oh, no, never mind. More damage with Marauding Raptor. It would be able to trade with Essica, which I kind of like. Makes Marauding much more of a threat. Then Hasty Carnage Tyrant next turn. Pretty delicious, but I mean we could still be dead. Oh, Bergie, that's not nice. That's not nice indeed. Although they don't have too many bodies, I don't think it'll be that bad. Certainly don't think they'll be attacking, sitting at 4. No, that's okay. Good stuff. Oh, the Great Henge. Well, can we play Carnage Tyrant? No. 4. No. Gotta be the Carney T. Maximum aggression. I think that does it with trample damage there. Oh, no idea whatsoever. Pretty fantastic way to start off the night. Unlucky for this silver lustful genes. Huh. Interesting name. Well, we know what it's all about. Bard class, Jund, Bard class, maybe not a whole lot of, well, probably not a whole lot of black stuff. Maybe some legendary creatures that are the Jund colors, of course, to make use of Bard class here. Legendary spells you control, or legendary spells you cast. Excuse me, still got a tickle in my throat. Legendary spells you cast cost a red and a green less to cast. But still, probably not a whole lot of black stuff. Partially black stuff. Regisaur Raptor would be quite good to turn against aggression. It's a fairly aggressive, low-cost deck. Yes, oh, Carnage Tyrant ate a goat. It probably tastes better than humans, like in the art. Carnage Tyrant is eating those pirates. Playing with those pirates. Family friendly. Action. Goats would be good. I think they're probably a little bit gamey. Mirror Shield, I don't think they have a whole lot of interaction that we'd really need Mirror Shield for. Maybe we'll find out, and they have it in the sideboard, but Storm's Wrath definitely feels like probably would be a pretty good addition. Of course, Shifting Ceratops does die to Storm's Wrath, especially since I cut Mirror Shield. Can't increase Shifting Ceratops' toughness. Possibly Blast Zone would be nice to take out Bard class, now that I think about it. But it might be a little bit slow. We still have to add that charge counter on Blast Zone, getting it to 2, popping it. Nah, I'll keep it like that. Gotta lock it in quick, or else it won't lock in at all. But, yeah, definitely I think Storm's Wrath. Oh, that looks pretty good. Excuse me. The only copy of Lair of the Hydra should... Oh, my. Things are getting better. Well, that changes stuff. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely, because Marauding Raptor feels safe. Get that down. Turn 3 Ripjaw. Get some draw. Deter some aggression, I hope. Leftover goat on the menu. That's probably not tasting too good. Oh, beautiful stuff right here. Ripjaw's going to do the trick. Not going to attack with Marauding. I think there could be a pretty good chance that they block, and I really want to make use of that cost reduction next turn. Possibly now going Thunderherd Migration and Topiary Stomper with that Forest Land. Super ramp. Storm's Wrath actually would do the trick. Hopefully that comes up. Okay, good stuff, yes. Oh, no, just double Topiary. Yes, please. It was already pretty good. Topiary plus Thunderherd, Slam, you know, Carnage Tyrant next turn. Possibly Regisaur, but with the 2 Topiaries, we're going to be getting a bunch of bodies. Being able to also attack next turn with both of them, because they've been sitting out. 2 green to search for a basic land and be left with a body temporarily, powering up Marauding Raptor. I like it. You know what? I'm going to send Marauding Raptor. I'm okay if they want to block with Bergie. Hopefully they don't have a second copy. Pretty nice, stopping some of that acceleration. Joda. Onoda. That is not good. Yikes. Wow, everything just got absolutely massive. My goodness. We could do some tricks with Storm's Wrath here. Let's do that. See what happens. We might be able to smoke them. I'm going to reveal Carnage Tyrant. Try and surprise him with the good old Storm's Wrath there. Oh, nuts. What am I going to do? I just crossed my fingers that Joda blocks one of these 3. Okay. Not so bad. We had to take all that stuff out. Joda, that's not a pretty sight. And we still got tons of mana, ramping, fantastic bodies. That's where it's at. Storm's Wrath to save the day. I hope. Boom. Well, that's not good. I mean, it is only one body. Shifting Ceratops, actually, that's not good at all. Okay, no, not bad, not bad. 6. Yeah, Regisaur Alpha. I want that hasty Carnage Tyrant next turn. And just hope they don't play too many other legendary creatures. This is scary stuff. Okay, keep drawing lands. Yep, Carnage T, whoopee. That's alright. Possibly could have attacked with Regisaur, but maybe... Oh, what is up their sleeve? Oh, indestructible. I maybe should have read how Plaza of Heroes works. I think that might be the second time I've seen it since Dominaria United was released. Yikes. Okay, no, still not so bad. Getting kind of bad. It's going a little bit downhill. Okay, well, folks, it's going uphill. Oh, it's bad, but oh, it's good. Maximum aggression. Let's just throw everything we can at them. Hopefully. Yeah, that's still good. Well, down to 1. We had some fun. Guess I could have made Lair of the Hydra a creature. 1/1. Had 8 total power to get rid of Joda when he did attack. I kind of want Bouncer's Beatdown to maybe help take out Joda. Oh, a clean swing in. You gotta look at the positives. 100%. Kind of feeling the Shifting Ceratops. We'd be able to easily block Joda. It is part blue. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Joda couldn't block Shifting Ceratops, although Storm's Wrath did pack a punch. Nah, I'll leave it like that. I really like the Storm's Wrath. Hopefully we go as fast as possible, but seeing the Queen swing at least once, that was pretty sweet. Yep, that's a keeper. You play a deck enough, you know, in the blink of an eye. That's the hand for me. Whew. That should work. If that doesn't work, I don't know what will. Thunderhead Migration. Just because I have that third land, technically it will be the fourth land. But again, I like going Marauding Raptor plus Topiary Stomper on turn 3 when I do have 4 lands. Not too bad. Well, that's not too bad still. We're okay. We're okay. Let's not worry too much quite yet. Ghalta next turn. Certainly. That's going to be quite lovely. Yeah, it's got to be Marauding Raptor plus Ghalta. I was hoping I could get Carnage Tyrant down, but hopefully Ghalta is enough aggression. Eventually. Oh boy, here comes the explosion of legendary creatures. Bergie, that's not too bad. Hey, I can't play anything else this turn at least. Ooh, that is... Yeah, Topiary for 2, Marauding for 1, Ghalta for 2. That's where it's at. Getting us closer to those 7 lands and being able to use the Topiary Stompers will be very nice. Certainly power up this Marauding Raptor as much as possible and swing in. I don't think they want to take 8. Good. Very happy always to take out Bergie and stop a little bit of that ramp. Yikes. That's not going to do it. There we go, folks. We got to the lands we needed. That's a lot of damage. Phew. It's very scary, explosive potential from Bard class. It can be a pretty rough matchup. Certainly would be nice to stop him, but hey. 20 damage. Bam. Exactly lethal. Doesn't matter if they block or not. Yeah. I'm happy I don't have to prepare for that particular deck a whole lot. Of course, it wouldn't be too bad preparing for it. Absolutely insane. I think it does feel right to have 2 copies of Ghalta versus 1 copy. Of course, there's always those nights when I have 1 copy of the Queen. Don't see her that much. But that's a way to start things off. See if we face some more Bard class. Very interesting though, a wide range of stuff usually that we face. I don't think I'm going to top the night I faced 4 Rakdos variations of Rakdos. I don't think it was exactly back to back. Actually, I think it might have been. Probably about a month ago. Something like that. Maron. Oop, hey. Looks good. 2 lands, Thunderherd, Rampy, Mirror Shields. Keep somebody safe. well, it's, I don't know. Angels, Selesnya Collected Company, possibly. Oh, absolutely. Topiary Stomper, ramping. Kind of double ramping because Topiary has so much power. You got the land plus the power to help get the queen down. Marauding Raptor as well. Interesting. Well, Topiary Stomper it is. Looking like Storm's Wrath is going to be pretty good. But certainly when you drop the queen, that is mean. Ooh, a Janny Sleeper Agent. I don't think I've seen this guy quite yet. Very interesting stuff coming from what seems to be Selesnya Midrange. Yes, absolutely. Effectively, it's -5 for sure. I like Regisaur though. I like pressuring that Ajani. Don't really like the Ajani, so let's bring the pain. I think they'd want to save it by blocking with the Elvish Mystic, which would be quite lovely. Oh. Skyclave Apparition. Probably going to exile Topiary Stomper, I would think. Silverback Elder. Well, that seems to be a classic thing. We saw Silverback Elder last night with a fantastic mono green list. It certainly did the trick. Ah, this is going to be rough because that Silverback Elder is pretty problematic. Yeah, I just want to get to 7 lands for Topiary Stomper. Pay the 1, make them think I don't have anything else in hand, and use the final 2 for Mirror Shield. Possibly double block with the Topiary and the token to take out the Silverback Elder if they do attack with it. I guess not. Yeah, oh, this is... I think I'd probably have to start using Silverback Elder on the regular, because that's the ticket. Ouch. Pain and suffering. Ooh. I have 2 copies, but I don't know. I almost want to splurge and open up a couple packs to get a few more wild cards, or maybe just... I don't know. That thing seems good. Yikes, this might do it. This might do it. It did. It certainly did get out of control. Well, that's not the end of the world. I still think Storm's Wrath would be quite fantastic. Definitely get rid of this Silverback Elder. Don't feel too bad losing Regisaur. I do have another copy in hand. Decent amount of bodies. Oh, and the queen to boot. Well, this just got out of control for the opponent. My goodness, now do we have it? 9, 21. I think we can do it. Should be alright, even if Kazandu Mammoth blocked. I don't think Skyclave wants to block and give us a 3-3. So I think Kazandu has to block. Bam! Adam, you said this just got out of control for the opponent. Pretty fantastic. Surprising explosiveness from Ghalta. The algorithm is on my side tonight. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. Whew. Man, that was insane again. Like you said. But I think there's a decent amount of little stuff that Storm's Wrath should be able to take out. Ripjaw Raptor. Oh, so game changing. I almost want to up it to 3 copies. Back to back. 2 matches. The Queen coming in handy is wow. But we got to cut a little something. Again, Shifting Ceratops when bringing in Storm's Wrath, Mirror Shields. They got the Silverback Elder, so might as well cut it. If they're going to destroy an artifact, I mean, probably going to be that. Hopefully, it's not the Great Henge. Blast Zone, well, Storm's Wrath should do the trick, taking out the Mammoth, the Old Growth Troll, the Skyclave Apparitions, the Mystics, the Elves. That could still be quite devastating. It would take out Grook's Harbinger, a Gianni, Sleeper Agent. Yeah, Storm's Wrath. That's where it's at. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Sometimes I do cut Planeswalkers because Storm's Wrath does take out my own. Not that I often use Planeswalkers, but I've started to up that. Definitely Kiora and Domri there doing the trick. Maybe some other Planeswalkers that are a little bit costlier, although this hand is maybe a little too costly. It could. Blast Zone for that reason. If it does go to game 3, I think, yeah, that's a good point. Keep that in mind. It's a little bit, excuse me, kind of worse, but I want to keep the Queen. Take a risk. Oh, well, technically it's 2 lands. Hopefully it's something that comes into play untapped next turn, otherwise it's a little bit clunky. Cross the fingers. Well, you never know. We brought it back from the clutches of defeat the previous game. We could still maybe make something happen. I'm going to go with Thunderherd instead. Crossing my fingers that I draw a 4th land next turn. Go the Marauding plus Topiary Stomper. Similar to the previous game there, but they might run away with things, unfortunately. Ooh, okay, that's good. Well, let's get that Topiary, get the 4 lands. Can't take out a Gianni. Well, I think they're going to get that emblem. This might not be good. Gotta hope that they don't ultimate this turn. Yikes. Don't ultimate. You know you don't want to. Oh boy. Oh, nuts. Get some elves. Cavalier of Thorns, I think, is going to probably do it. Ouch. Well, you never know. We'll see. We got a copy of the Queen, and they play other little creatures. Yikes. Okay, the emblem, for anybody that doesn't know. Whenever you cast a creature or planeswalker spell, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. When we get to 10 poison counters, we just lose. And I think we just lose, because I'm not going to bust through there fast enough. Very slim chance, but like you mentioned, Blast Zone. Let's do it. Take out Shatterskull. And a Great Henge. Maybe Lair of the Hydra. That could throw us off. Sometimes Lair of the Hydra has been a little bit too painful, especially when it's the 3rd land that I draw, say, comes into play tapped, really slows things down, especially when it stops me from playing Topiary Stomper, or maybe it's the 5th land I end up trying to play for Regisaur Alpha, Charging Monstrosaur, something like that. Pain. I don't think I would ever go more than 1 copy of Lair of the Hydra. That'd probably be too risky. Mystic, play more elves. I'd like to show off Storm's Wrath, but Well, maybe I'll just have to pop Blast Zone. Hopefully not. At least use Blast Zone a bit to help get to Regisaur Alpha there. There's some more. Oh boy. Oh, here goes nothing. Can't unfortunately pop it, but they know something bad is going to happen. Perhaps they don't play more elves because they see Blast Zone, but Questing Beast is pretty nasty. Gotta get at least something like Ripjaw Raptor. Or one more land for Storm's Wrath, now that I think about it. Ooh, not quite, but it's a land. We might get him still. As long as it's some creatures that still die to that Storm's Wrath. Old Growth Troll, like I said, gets him. Nuts. Well, hopefully this buys us enough time. Unfortunately, Old Growth Troll is gonna ramp a bit there. Not too bad. I'll wait for that Storm's Wrath. Get a little bit more value than just Elvish Mystic. Possibly pop the Blast. Oh. I guess I should have taken out the Mystic. Well, that's alright. We're not dead yet. Could double block to take out Cavalier of Thorns, so also got to keep that in mind, but we could see the Queen at some point. Storm the Festival might just do it though. Yikes. Definitely take this guy out. Try and buy us some time. Hopefully whatever they put on top of their library isn't a Questing Beast. Okay, we got a Storm's Wrath. That's not so bad. More bodies. Go wide a little bit. Don't mind it. Make a token. Ooh, yes, please. Regisaur, trade with Questing. Double block Gargleroth. And then sweep them with Storm's Wrath coming up. Alright. We're down to 8. Yikes. At least whatever they drop won't have haste. I mean, another Storm the Festival is probably going to be pretty nasty. Oh, that is nasty. Well, that will do the trick. A Baneslayer and an Elder Gargaroth. Decent. Well, very explosive. A very fantastic potential from Storm's Wrath there. Did the trick. Wasn't quite fast enough. I think Otepec Huntmaster certainly would have helped, at least against decks like that. Low interaction. Maybe having Otepec Huntmaster in the sideboard. Bringing it in game 2 or game 3 if there's a really good chance that it's going to survive and help super accelerate the game plan. I've always wondered about that. Possibly tomorrow night I'll whip up a list that has Otepec Huntmaster in the sideboard and bring it in against those safe matchups. Yep, keep. Bam. Look at that. 3 lands, Marauding, Thunderherd. Whew. I guess I'll say hello. Oh, Rakdos. Well, I know what I'm doing, playing safe, because I see a black and a red. Blood Crypt. Pretty sure Marauding Raptor would die. That's alright. Got the potential to go Kiora, untap 1 land. Have 2 for good old Marauding Raptor and hope both of those guys survive. At the very least, Kiora should survive. We'll see if my hunch is right and they have a fatal push. I don't mind this deck too much, but yes, Adam, it can be painful. Discard a card. Okay, I shall do that. I think they misclicked because they really should have wanted me to discard Marauding. Hey, we're going to be taking out Liliana. Oh my goodness, look at that. You hate this deck, so I will bring the pain to this deck for you, Adam. Right here, right now. Maximum aggression. Get her done. Take her down to 1, so we still don't have to sacrifice something, which is quite nice. I'll just use the 1 to untap the token. On the off chance, yes, more. Oh, is this not a beautiful sight? Make me discard another Charging Monstrosaur because I don't have other good stuff. This is why you pack the heat, especially something that has a mana value of 5. Dodge that fatal push. But also multiple bodies with Regisaur. You have hopefully plenty of things to sacrifice. But I think their back's against the wall. Ooh, nasty. Okay. Super nasty. I'll throw 2 things at Liliana. Make sure we take that out. 2 Regisaurs for the face. Let's get rid of her. Would have had to sacrifice something anyways if I didn't attack, so might as well take out a creature instead of simply sacrificing something. Kroxa? Oh, that's alright. Oh my. Regisaur would do it. Let me think. 8. I think Regisaur would do it. 4, 8, 6, 9 plus 4. Not quite. I'll just do it. Tons of Regisaur Alphas, tons of card draw. Good stuff. Unfortunately, I would have to, or probably will have to, discard Carnage Tyrant, but I think that still should do it. I don't think Kroxa would attack. No. They would have to have a sweeper. Oh. Oh, phew. All right. Hopefully you feel a little bit better after seeing that pummeling. But Rakdos Midrange, I guess. Don't always see Kroxa. Doesn't seem to be quite as common. But Bouncer's Beatdown. Even if we don't kill Kroxa, as long as we tag Kroxa with Bouncer's Beatdown, even just doing 1 damage, 2 damage, before the sacrifice trigger resolves, if they simply play him from hand, he's not going to go to the graveyard, he just exiled, never to be worried about again. Of course, they could discard some from their hand, but tagging Kroxa on the way out with Bouncer's Beatdown, that could save him. Yes, it is beatdown time. You said it. What to cut? Sometimes Blast Zone could be good, but this isn't really Rakdos Sacrifice. Super low cost, a lot of stuff at 1, a lot of stuff at 2, Oni Cult Anvil at 2, and some other things. More costly things, so I don't think Blast Zone is quite right for this particular Rakdos variation. Storm's Wrath could be actually pretty good. Yeah, Storm's Wrath, Ripjaw Raptor. Switch the Shifting for Ripjaw. Mirror Shield, hexproof on stuff, pretty nice, but Liliana, if we only have 1 creature and Mirror Shield, we still would have to sacrifice that creature anyways, so potentially Mirror Shield might not be doing a whole lot. Especially if they killed the creature that Mirror Shield isn't attached to. Perhaps we have 2 out, and then they use Liliana to make us sacrifice the only thing we have left. A little bit more. I'm going to cut Marauding. Just because I got the Fatal Pushes, Blood Tithe Harvester. Marauding Raptor does now die to Storm's Wrath as well. Keeping the only thing that dies to Storm's Wrath as a Topiary Stomper. Speaking of, that seems okay. Ooh, Stomping Ground, or Lair of the Hydra, I should say. Very nice to see that. Have to keep in mind if they have at least a source of black up. Probably won't want to make Lair of the Hydra. Well, I kind of want to get... I'm going to keep the lands. Play it safe. Hopefully, we see another copy of Ghalta. That's why I have more than one. If they see it, they kill it. If you need to discard something, you know you have multiple copies of that thing, might be the best thing to discard. Ooh. Alright. I'm liking this. If they wanted to take out Topiary Stomper, that'd be okay. Hopefully getting Storm's Wrath at least next turn, or in the next 2 turns, so that we can take out the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Yes, Wrath, Storm's Wrath does hit Planeswalkers as well. Lovely stuff. Take out that Liliana, the Chandra, right here. Well, not quite, she's at 5 now, but 4 damage to each creature and each Planeswalker. That's got to do the trick. If your deck can support it. Hey, that's okay. Get rid of Topiary Stomper, which we already got benefit of. They're going to be kicking themselves. Hopefully they don't have another copy of Fatal Push for Ripjaw here. Chandra will never target Ripjaw, which is pretty good. At the very least, I have the thing. You take out Reflection, Blood Tithe, drop some more bodies. Fatal Push. Not Fatal Push. I'm going to block it anyways. I don't think they have a whole lot that would get rid of Ripjaw. I'm quite happy to draw a card, of course. Okay. Adam doesn't hit Planeswalkers. You're going to see that fact in person, live. Boom. Alright, I like it. I hope. Get the Carnage Tyrant next turn. Hopefully they don't have another copy of Liliana. Hopefully that bought us enough time. At the very least, we do get to slam Carnage T next turn. And hope they don't have a Thoughtseize. Sometimes it might not be enough. Unfortunately, 3, 4. I'm gonna... I think I'll discard the land. Impending Doom. Hopefully it's Impending Doom. Hopefully I get another Storm's Wrath. But I do want to take out that Chandra because you don't want to let her ultimate. That's for sure. Another Carnage Tyrant is pretty nice. I think I'll block Kroxa if they do attack. Maybe. I might just take the damage. Make sure to take out Chandra next turn. But it's going to go pretty low. I probably want to take out Kroxa. Yeah. They only have 2 cards in the graveyard, so I'd be happy to trade with it. Thoughtseize, hey, I jinxed myself. Interesting, they got rid of Domri. Oh, I guess... Oh. Huh. Alright. laying the beat down. Ouch, this is exactly perfect. Okay. Boom. Thumbs up. Take her out. Bam. Perfection. If they block, she still dies. Wow. That was a turn of events. Okie dokie. Nom nom is right. Gonna do the Castle Lochtwain. Shatterskull smashing. Well. Make Lair of the Hydra 5/5. That's what I'm gonna do because they don't have a source of black untapped. Nope, not 6/5. It would tap itself and then I wouldn't be able to attack with it. They have to block to save themselves. I'll hold back the Shatterskull smashing just in case I gotta take out Planeswalker or something, but boom. Wow. Wow, that was... I wish that had happened in the tournament on Sunday. Maybe you don't hate the deck so much. At least, yeah, I did get some vengeance for you. Whew. Hopefully, Adam, you've tried out Bouncer's Beatdown a little bit. If you haven't, I think that's a pretty good case. Taking out Kroxa for a single green, exiling it, all because Carnage Tyrant. Certainly Carnage Tyrant does the trick. There are some dinos that are at least 6 power to deal 6 damage to Kroxa's 6 toughness. Not a whole lot, but certainly for that point, Carnage Tyrant does the trick. My goodness. Oh, standard. Hey, that's all right. If you ever want to dip your toe into Explorer, I can hopefully provide some pointers for you. But mono red, lovely stuff. Pretty easy to build, usually anytime in standard. Easy to pilot, and yeah. I can appreciate a good mono red. Eat my junk. No, thank you. It does need a lot of wild cards. Pretty much anything needs a lot of wild cards. Some budget stuff can work pretty decently, but there might come a time you want to expand, and yeah, I guess I'll keep it. I got a turn 2 play, a turn 3 play, turn 4. If I don't draw land, I still could play Shifting Ceratops because of Kiora, untapping a land. Should be okay. Just Rakdos again, my goodness. And, well, 3 shifting. Not doing a whole lot against Rakdos, but... So, Mardu... Knights? Control? Greasefang? We'll see. Mardu Aggro. Maybe. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Yes, very aggressive stuff. Happy to hear. Yikes. Man, just barfing the Kumanos. Makes me wish I had Blast Zone. Taking out all 3 of those. Even after it's flipped, it still has a mana value of... whatchamacallit? 1. Yeah, 1. Draw cards. Good stuff. I think I'll be aggressive. No, I won't be aggressive. I want to save Kiora. I want to draw a bunch more stuff. Shifting Ceratops could be hopefully a pretty good deterrent. And I definitely want to maybe try and preserve shifting. Dropping the Great Henge next turn. I did not. Nuts. They're just going super duper aggressive. Oh, right before Ice Age. Wow, that is quite some time ago. Pretty fantastic to hear. It was an interesting time back then. I think it's always interesting in Magic. But it's time to play two things. Marauding plus Shifting for 5. Draw a card. Good stuff. Hopefully that's enough to get things going, and hopefully Shifting survives. And we can finally go to Great Henge next turn. Oh, Mardu Aggro tokens. Oh. When you're playing it back then in Ice Age, just thinking of where the game would go, if somebody told you where it would go and all the stuff they would do with it, that'd be pretty hard to fathom, for sure. Tap the Great Henge, gain some life. Kiora, untap it. Have a total of... Well, I guess I probably should play Regisaur. Yeah. I'll take the ping. Draw a bunch of stuff. Man, that's good. That looks good. Another Great Henge. Don't exactly need it, but that did the trick. I could have given Shifting Ceratops trample now that I think about it. That's alright. I think a few people would want to block stuff. Hopefully. Ah. I'm perfectly fine with that. We got plenty of mana as is. We can slam the Charging Monstrosaur next turn, and yeah, I certainly appreciate that it's still thriving. It has the possibility to play in such a enjoyable format, enjoyable way to watch. Now, let's see the Queen at some point. Oof, Marauding Raptor as well. Definitely untap the Great Henge again. Marauding for 2. Yeah, I like that. Just keep drawing stuff. Marauding for 1 to get the Shifting down to 2 to play the Shifting, which it will survive because it comes into play with a 1/1 counter. Oh my goodness, this is the stuff of legend. If that's not aggressive, I don't know what is. It's going to be fantastic when they bring Arena to Commander. I should say, if that's not lethal, I don't know what is. I'm pretty sure everybody has to block. Wow is right. Whew. A stomping, to say the least. But you can see how fantastic Kiora is. Basically every creature other than Marauding Raptor has the 4 power. We're going to be drawing a ton of extra cards. That's what I want to do. Pair it with the Great Henge, Kiora to untap the Great Henge to ramp more, but we still draw more. Making the Great Henge tap for 4 green probably is going to do the trick. There's a lot of stuff that needs green. Nothing that needs double red, so it's still quite nice. Charging the single red, Regisaur the single red, Ripjaw needing a bunch of green, Shifting, Topiary. Topiary only needs green, especially when there's 2 Marauding Raptors out, or just 1. But again, Topiary having the 4 toughness with the Great Henge, entering with that 1 counter, bringing its toughness up to 5, surviving the 2 pings for Marauding Raptor. And you just keep slamming stuff. But as Storm's Wrath against a deck that is Mardu Aggro, Mardu tokens. We got some Planeswalkers, so certainly Storm's Wrath could put in the work even further. I guess Bouncer's Beatdown could be good. I don't think they have a whole lot of black stuff. Of course, Fatal Push, but maybe that's mostly for the removal of Fatal Push, and then also for the Sorin. The opponent will probably be feeling Sorin a second. Haha. I just thought that one up. I'm going to have to write that down. That was good. Feeling sore in a second. I think I'll cut Mirror Shield. I don't feel they have a whole lot of removal. Of course, Fatal Push is always pretty nasty and rough. But hopefully the Great Henge pops off again, because... oh, not that hand. On the draw. Could risk it. At least we got one Marauding Thunderherd. I'm going to risk it. Oh boy. I like risking things a little bit. Ugh, yikes. I like being greedy every once in a while. It's always fantastic and satisfying when it works. Cross the fingers. Ooh, well, it's at least the second land. That's okay. Interesting. Yeah, Thunderherd Migration. I was thinking the Marauding Raptor, but if we saw the Fatal Pushes, so it's probably not a good idea to play a creature that costs 2. Hopefully. Hopefully a 4th land next turn. Go that Marauding plus Topiary and just ramp after that. Storm's Wrath, potentially. Maybe. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play both Marauding Raptors. I feel they'll probably kill one, so it should still be safe to go Topiary Stomper next turn. It won't die. I'd be very surprised if they didn't kill a single Marauding. I may just go Storm's Wrath next turn, though. Maybe. They'll have at least a turn to be able to take out Sorin there. Or we just attack Sorin with Marauding Raptor. I would like that. Oh, there's the land. Okay, okay. Well, it's going to be very interesting. We're going to do a lot of damage, but we're going to ramp quite nicely. Double Topiary Stomper it is. Get that ramp, slam a bunch of things next turn. Potentially dropping Regisaur Alpha and charging. Super duper aggression. I like the looks of that. I'm just going to swing right for the face. And hopefully they're tapped out, open, whatever. If everything works out, and they're not too worried, Regisaur plus charging would be nasty. That'd be a pretty satisfying way to do things. That's alright. They certainly don't have a Fatal Push in hand, otherwise they would have used it a long time ago. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I want a Storm's Wrath. Yes. Well, maybe. It's tempting. Yeah, I think I gotta do it. Although hungry for more is gonna be problematic. 4, 2... you know what? Thunderherd Migration. Ramp a little bit, revealing the Ripjaw that I'm gonna be playing anyways. Set up for an even more valuable Storm's Wrath. I don't think we should be dead. Hopefully Ripjaw isn't. Burn down the house. Ooh, that is pretty interesting. Attack with the tokens, burn down the house, take out Ripjaw. Well, that'd still be pretty bad. Oh, okay, okay, that's how they do it. Interesting. Wow from them, but kind of like taking Soaring out. I don't like them drawing cards. That's not a pretty sight. Get rid of Marauding Raptor there. Especially because we got Storm's Wrath, we saw the Sweeper, they got the Fatal Pushes. Sorin is going to be soaring into the graveyard. Actually, not, because Bouncer's Beatdown exiles it. Going to be soaring into Purgatory. Or whatever exile is. I would assume it's Purgatory. Yep, I'll keep it. Could be worse. Could be way worse. We get the turn 3 Ripjaw. Hopefully it survives at least a little bit. Deter some of their aggression. Get that Storm's Wrath. Get some draw whenever we ping it. I'm just gonna wing it. Gonna be slinging it. Hopefully no Thoughtseize. Well, they could be packing heat from Ripjaw, so I'm just going to Thunderherd. Reveal the Ripjaw again, so that I get to 6 lands on turn 4, and I drop Carnage Tyrant. They're saving that Heartless Act, I think. Bam. Can't Heartless Act that. They're like, oh, that's the only Dino they have in hand. No, 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 it is not. Well, that is bad. That is quite bad. Yikes. Well, Topiary Stomper it is. Plus Ripjaw. We got some good bodies. We got some good ramp. I'll save Shatter Skull for sure to take out multiple things. I hope. But a Topiary and a Ripjaw seems good. Yeah, Banalish Sleeper. 3 to make us sacrifice the Carnage Tyrant was nice. I wonder what they foretold. That makes me worried it's a Sweeper. I don't think it is, because they probably maybe wouldn't have used that removal on Ripjaw. Oh, there it is. Well, I don't need Shatter Skull Smashing, so we're just going to ramp, swing, and see what happens next turn. But we got plenty of removal we're packing. I would like a replacement Carnage Tyrant, though. Lolth. I'm taking that thing out. Draw card, lose my, so I need to... Well, I guess I only need to do Shatter Skull Smashing for 1. Actually, I can Shatter Skull Smashing both Spider tokens and still be able to kill Lolth. She goes to 3, Topiary, swing. I like that. Taking out everything. Alright. Somebody. Sometime. Great Henge would be pretty nice, I think. Pop off again. Similar to game 1. That was lovely stuff. Not so bad. 8. Well, we're going to do as much damage as humanly possible. Take them down as low as possible, and then maybe sweep them next turn. Bunch of bodies could be rough, though. They could also do something nasty. Ugh. Twice that many are created instead. Yikes. This is kind of scary. Sacrifice a creature, alright. 2 3/6s. I'll take it. I guess I could have blocked both of them, now that I think about it. Alright. Are we just dead? I think so. 3 damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, I should have blocked those things. I don't know why I didn't block them. Oops. Oh. Didn't understand why they were blocking. I just automatically assumed they had shenanigans up their sleeve. Could have double blocked one as well. Always room for improvement. That's okay. Keeping up the aggression, the action, packing it in. Not quite yet. Oh, I like the looks of that. Definitely. Rakdos. Mono red. Played a little bit safe. Go with Thunderherd here. I think there could be a pretty good chance that Marauding might die, although I think a lot of stuff deals 2 damage. Could be Robber of the Rich being a 3/3 Soul Scar. At least it doesn't have haste. Double Soul Scar. Well, this is not a pretty sight, that's for sure. Hopefully we can slap Mirror Shield on Marauding Raptor, but I think they're going to be targeting it. If we could tap or get Mirror Shield on Marauding, that's nice. But it's not meant to be. Well, Storm's Wrath is going to do the trick. Ouch, that is nasty. Well, that is mono red for you. Doing mono red stuff. Storm's Wrath, nope, not Bouncer's Beatdown. Storm's Wrath, Ripjaw, Blast Zone, 100%. A lot of stuff that costs 1. That is absolutely going to be the devastating thing. Cut the shift in. Mirror Shield, I think Blast Zone and Storm's Wrath is going to do enough. Do got to cut a little bit more though. I'm going to keep Marauding Raptor. Nah, I'll cut 3. I do like its nice aggression, but when it does temporarily ping a creature, oftentimes the opponent can quite easily kill it with something that deals 2 damage, 3 damage, maybe something that deals 1 damage. Sometimes the stuff doesn't live too long. Definitely looks like a good hand. We got the Ripjaw eventually. Turn 2 Thunderherd, hopefully a Blast Zone at some point. But at least getting the Ripjaw, that's maybe nice. Soulscar Mage is always rough. Putting 1/1 counters on stuff is pain. Oh, they got that key land, unfortunately. Double light up the stage. Wow. I like it. Oh, there it is. We got the Storm's Wrath. Hopefully they barf a bunch of creatures, because I'm gunning for that Soulscar Mage. Play Burning Tree. Play another Burning Tree. Lava Runner. Okay. Burning Hands. That's unfortunate, but not unheard of. Down to 15. I gotta sweep them. And hope I draw a 5th land next turn. Hopefully that slows them down. Fortunately, Robber has haste. Burning Tree doesn't, which is pretty good. Nuts. Oh, they got us one of my Storm's Wraths. That's not a pretty sight. The life gain from Great Henge could be pretty nice, but I can't afford to attack with charging. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of aggression. Well, we're not quite dead yet, so that's a positive. I'll kill Robber and hope I draw that Storm's Wrath next turn. Well, that is not Storm's Wrath. Could we live anyway? Anyhow? 6, 2, 5, possibly. We can't use the Great Henge to... Nope, nope, nope. No attacks, no attacks. Can't use the Great Henge to play anything, but we can still draw stuff. Never mind. That will... No, hold on a second. Not quite, not quite. We can make Lair of the Hydra a creature. Hold on a second here. Tap the Great Henge, gain some life. Lair of the Hydra, make it a 2/2. I like it. Hopefully. Force them to sacrifice Bomat Courier. Well, they may have done it anyways, but I wanted to preserve Lair of the Hydra and just hope they don't have some burn spell. Oh, phew. Okay. Okay. Cure it is. Absolutely. Yay, Heaven, how's it going? How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good time. Maybe a little bit better time than me, but we're gaining a little bit of life. Getting things under control a wee bit. Hopefully surviving by the skin of our teeth. Night's been pretty good. Overall, quite decent, I would say. It's looking like it's going alright. Great Henge going to be gaining us 4 life because Kiora can untap it. Pretty fantastic ramp there. We could drop Regisaur and Carnage Tyrant next turn, possibly. But I think they're going to run out of gas with the life gain from the Great Henge. Bomat Courier, that's not going to do it. Interesting. Oh, all right. Wow. Dead. Oh, the night's been fantastic, especially that match there. Went down to 1. Luckily, I saw the out. The only way I could do it is making Lair of the Hydra a 2/2. Again, fantastic to see it. It saved me against Mono Red there. Gain 2 life with the Great Henge to ramp, to make Lair of the Hydra a creature, to block one of their creatures, to save myself. Whew. That was a pretty sight. Yeah, hopefully it continues. Man, I love that life gain. That was Izzet, absolutely. It's always lovely to win against Mono Red like that. Watching them just get so close. You savor those sweet moments when it just slips right out of their fingers, and that's the thing I want to keep. Actually, well, it's not a big deal that I sent the mountain to the bottom. I'll search for it anyways with Thunderherd. Hopefully getting a Dino, because I may want Storm's Wrath on turn 3. Oh, even 1 copy. Hopefully Blast Zone, because Mono Red At least this variation. They got a lot of things that cost 1. Oh, phew. Okay. So we at least have the potential of Storm's Wrath next turn. I would like to take out both Kumanos, but they could barf a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I probably want to just take out the robber. Especially if they play some other creature. I would take 5. So... Nah, I'm just going to do it. I have tried to storm the festival dino list. Maybe about a month ago, I think. Pretty sure, yeah. I did one night with Storm the Festival dinos. It was pretty successful, I think. Probably should have made Lair of the Hydra, or put Lair of the Hydra down, since it will have to come into play tapped at some point. It's getting kind of scary, though. Oh, they might have us. Question is, Carnage Tyrant or Soulscar Mage? I'm going to try for Carnage Tyrant. Hope it's enough of blocking deterrent. They play some other creatures, but we still could just be dead. Yes. Yes, please. That's what I was hoping for. Oh my goodness. And again, I forgot to play Lair of the Hydra. I'm just going to swing. I feel pretty safe. Of course, 5 is maybe too risky. Hopefully that's not the case. Wizzards Lightning for 2. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. It's down to the wire. Question is... let's go for it and hope they draw land. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Bomat Courier. Oh, that might do it. They have to attack, take us down to 1, exile the card that exile. If it's a burn spell, we're dead. If it's light up the stage, we might be dead. Oh. Hopefully it's not bad. Oh. Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, the Wizzards Lightning. Nuts. I don't know why it took them so long to play it. Yeah, that's alright. Mono Red doing its Mono Red stuff, but yeah, I have used... I'd probably say it was about a month ago I played a Storm the Festival list. I could play a Storm the Festival list right now, actually. I'll see if I still have it in my decks. I may have deleted it just to make room for all the stuff I tweak, but I'll take a quick scroll and see if I can find it. If not, I'll whip up something quick here. Pretty sure I would have named it Storm something. How to fight? No. Somewhere here. No, doesn't look like it. It definitely wouldn't be near the bottom just because it was pretty recent. Okay. Nope, I need to delete something. It does. There's lots of dinos at 5. I don't know if I will cut Ghalta. We wouldn't be able to grab Ghalta with Storm of the Festival. Possibly we don't even need her, which is crazy to say. It's hard to cut the queen at any time. Yes. All right. This is going to be fantastic. It's only going to take a quick second here. Stormy D. No, caps lock. It's caps lock on D. Yeah. All right. Stormy D. Storm. I think 3 is enough just because it does have flashback, but I think I'll do all 4 just because that's the name of the game. Want to see it as much as possible. It's going to be pretty explosive, fantastic, lovely. Marauding could be pretty painful. I'm still going to keep it in. If we have one out, we grab another Marauding. But we do get to choose who we put. So if Marauding, putting a second one out would be too detrimental, I could just opt to not do that. So it should still be quite nice. Charging is 5. Ripjaw. Oh, I guess not Carnage Tyrant. Maximize the hits as much as possible. It is a sad day to say goodbye to Carnage T. Regisaur Alpha. Quartzwood Crasher. Zilortha. 2 Zilorthas. Yeah, Drover for ramp. I would like that. Just another hit for Storm's Wrath. That does make sense. Even though they're kind of susceptible to removal, Marauding and Drover being such a low cost. Ethan, how's it going? How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good night. I'm just whipping up a Storm the Festival, Stormy D, Dino list. 34 Topiary. Oh, I almost forgot Topiary Stomper. That was a close one. 38, 22 lands. Seems alright, I would think. Plenty of ramp, Drover, Topiary. Not so much Marauding Raptor is going to help Storm the Festival, but I think that'll be enough. Possibly cut Zilortha, but that is just pretty cool to see. The art, lovely, lovely stuff. Alright. Only Topiary Stomper is caring about basic lands. There's no Thunderherd migration, so doesn't need my normal 7 or 8 basics, which is pretty nice. I'll do 6. If I don't have a Topiary Stomper or nothing that is searching for a basic land, I usually do about 1 mountain, 3 forests, 24 with Shatterskull, 2 Quartzwood, 2 Shatterskull. Let's do it. Where's that Shatterskull? Somewhere over here. Gotta eat my veggies and bring in the Shatterskull, like you say. That looks pretty good. Oh, not Crag Crown. I don't really like Crag Crown so much. Rootbound Crag, yes. I do like Sheltered Thicket and Temple of Abandon. 1 or 2, maybe of each. Late game, Sheltered Thicket, cycle it. Turn 1, Temple of Abandon, always nice to scry. Or late game, just to dig 1 turn sooner to some big heavy hitter. Possibly digging sooner to that Storm the Festival, that sort of good stuff. Crag Crown Pathway. Let's do it. 22 lands. I guess technically it's 24 with the Shatterskulls, yeah. Right, I'm going to leave it as best of 1. Maybe fly through a bunch of games here. Surprise the opponent. That's going to be pretty fun. Don't always like best of 1 just because it is such a coin flip. If there's something clear that you could do to shut down a particular deck, well, you probably don't have it in. That's where pretty narrow lists, they thrive in best of 1. Fast decks as well. Mono red. Scary stuff. Okay, I like the looks of that. The Storm's Wrath, Silex. Hearse. Thrashing Brontodon, definitely a creature that, well, it's just another hit for Storm the Festival. Yeah. Deals with those pesky artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, I'll do that sideboard after this game. Hopefully we get to see Storm the Festival. The first game out would be pretty sweet. I jinxed myself. I said something red. Unfortunately, it's looking like Izzet. Absolutely. Maximize those permanents. Hope that Drover survives at least one turn so we can get Shifting Ceratops. I don't think that's going to happen though. It's all but guaranteed. They have something that deals damage to take them out. Burn. I think it could be burn. It could be that sort of new Izzet aggro. Whenever they cast stuff, things get bigger. Ledger Shredder. General Izzet aggro, perhaps? Yeah. Ooh, yeah, Topiary Stomper. If Drover is still alive, we get Storm the Festival next turn because of that mountain. Izzet Wizzards. Yeah. Oh. The Bird Advisor is advising the Wizzards on how best to beat decks. But because of Topiary Stomper, Drover sitting at 3 toughness, I think there's a good chance we get that Storm the Festival. Wizzards Lightning and the cheap counter spell, absolutely. It's nasty stuff. Oh, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, Drover. Oh, Drover survives. Yes, please, does he? Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Oh my, let's go Storm the Festival. Charging. Quartzwood. Boom. Gotta love it. Owned. Man, that's pretty sweet. I don't think they're dealing 16 damage and they only have 3. Ooh. That's exciting. A good first showing. I was just on the edge of my seat, figuring that Drover the Mighty was dead. But it's best of 1. They can't adapt to this. That's okay. We got lots of good stuff still. I think we'll still get it done. I don't think they can afford to attack with anybody. They'd have to blow so much gas just taking out Quartzwood. Hey, that is. Nobody knows what's going to happen with dinos. Certainly Storm the Festival is got to be pretty surprising. Dinos especially, I mean, you see how many fantastic hits are at that break point of 5, the Charging, the Quartzwood, Regisaur, then all the other good stuff below it. Wow. I'll just slam another Quartzwood. Bam. If that one that's out and sitting at 2 survives, they're going to make double tokens equal to the total amount of trample damage if they're still kicking. Decent. Hard to put a stop to that. Now that's the onslaught you need. I mean, you can see, look, we still would have been at 5 lands. Wouldn't have been able to even start to go with the Storm's Festival. That's okay. Soulscar Mage we still take out whatever it blocks, which is quite good. I always love taking out the Soulscar Mage. Make those tokens. Ooh, ooh. 2/5/5 tramples. Man. You can't top that. Really does make me want to use Quartzwood Crasher more on the regular. Maybe something Quartzwood related for tomorrow night. Down to 2 though, they're not making this happen. Playing with fire. Playing with our time. Alright. Add in that sideboard quick. Jumping best of 3 and hopefully continue that fantastic showing against Izzet. Wizzards. Is it aggro? Is it painful enough? Not too painful. Oh, absolutely. Storm the Festival, of course. Some of those could have nice enter the battlefield effects. Heck, maybe Storm the Festival only grabs 2 Topiary Stompers, but you have 6 lands. Bam, right there you're going to 8, more than 7. You're ramping nicely. You have 2 blockers, 4/4, lovely stuff. Great Henge. Ooh. That would be interesting. I guess you could add just maybe 1 copy of Great Henge. Probably still would want to keep the whiffs or non-hits for Storm the Festival as low as possible. My favorite deck. Ooh. I don't know. Hard to say. Probably something classic, Gruul related. I like all the other flavors. I've tried Naya Dinos before, mono green, but for me it's got to be, you know, Marauding Raptor, maybe sometimes Drover of the Mighty, Topiary Stomper. Nice sort of mid-range, explosive potential, hopefully protecting Marauding Raptor, but sometimes it doesn't live too long against things. Otherwise, just regular Gruul, mono green, Stompy Aggro. Ooh. The best version, oh, that is a tough one to say the least. I'm gonna have to think on that one. As you guys enjoy seeing all the emotes pop up. Usually I don't type on stuff when I'm streaming, but 3 Blast Zone, okay. Four Thrashing, yeah, definitely. That is a good thing. I could turn the emotes off, but they're pretty fantastic. Storm's Wrath, yeah. Double Storm, Storm the Festival, Storm's Wrath. Makes sense, flavor-wise. Super Storm, Thunderstorm. The dinos are thundering away with the winds. 2 hearse. Yeah, Karn Silex. I've got the playset. I love it that much. I splurged. Alright, sideboard done. Get back to the bottom. Hard to say what the best version is. I think there's so many versions that can do absolutely fantastic that it's probably more preference at this point. You've got Jund, Rotting Regisaur, and Embercleave, which I probably should have a variation somewhere in here. Jundy Fundy, that was a good night. Oh, Gaia's Cradle is, well, technically dinos do have a sort of themed dual-faced land. The best Gruul. Best dino list. Either way, it's hard to tell. Hard to choose. Jundy Fundy with Rotting Regisaur. Some Embercleave to slap on this guy. Make him bigger. Double strike and trample. That's always going to be absolutely devastating, and people expect that when they see Rotting Regisaur and dinos. Of course, it has gotten better with Tamer Battle Rage recently in Explorer Anthology 1. Pretty much the only thing from Pioneer that I would be hoping they add to Explorer as we get closer to Pioneer. But Tamer Battle Rage specifically, lots of dinos are at least power 4 or greater, so slapping double strike and trample, that does the trick. But I think consistency wise, doesn't really need Rotting Regisaur. You can still slap an Embercleave on the Gruul list, Tamer Battle Rage as well. Probably just sticking with something nice, aggressive, at least Marauding Raptor. Hunt Master, of course, can be pretty good. Shifting Ceratops. I think Shifting Ceratops you got to start off with. Limited? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to say Gruul. Fast, potentially fast and explosive with Marauding and Huntmaster. Although at the moment I'm not using Huntmaster so much just because it dies too easily, unfortunately. Ooh, Pauper. I've never played Pauper myself. Hey, that's alright, Mr. Farmer. Hopefully you had a good night. Thanks for watching as much as possible, and I'm going to jump into this match with the new improved Stormy D. Oh boy. Hopefully we get to pop off with it again. That was exciting. Yeah. If Otepic Huntmaster survived a little bit more often, something that included Marauding Raptor, Otepic Huntmaster, Drover of the Mighty, the three amigos, as I call them. Lovely, lovely potential right there. Turn 2 Otepic Huntmaster, turn 3 Marauding Raptor, Drover of the Mighty, possibly something else for 1 if you've played 3 lands, but that right there on 2 lands, pretty good explosive potential, but this is not great. I might risk it if that was a Stomping Ground or Rootbound Crag, able to go Marauding and then Topiary. Too risky. Oh, we're getting worse here. Well, that's going to have to be it. Cut the chargings, unfortunately. Keep the curve low, especially because at the... Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Definitely Temple of Abandon. Oh, I'm going to dig for more lands. Technically, things will all change when I do play Topiary Stomper and things shuffle around. But it's gates. I don't know. We might not be able to get it done. This is certainly pretty slow. And versus gates, you really want to go as fast as humanly possible. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen. Play it safe with Topiary Stomper. At least getting a land. If they went Gates Ablaze, dealing damage to each creature equal to the number of gates, well, Drover the Mighty would die, so get something. Shatterskull MVP, yes. I really got to learn to eat my veggies more often. I feel they probably could have a Gates Ablaze. If that's the case, I think I'll play it safe with Ripjaw. I don't have Storm the Festival anyways. Might as well be Ripjaw. Shifting Ceratops I couldn't attack with also. Just gonna cross my fingers they don't have it. Another Ripjaw. If the Go Gates Ablaze, at least, you know, we'll be drawing 2 cards. Hopefully getting some lands, getting to that Storm the Festival, and hopefully helping us win. But they got to be a little bit worried seeing the Ripjaws, so I could see a Gates Ablaze coming. 2 in a red, so they still have enough for it. Gates Ablaze. Gross Barrel. Oh, so we're safe for at least 1 more turn. I think they're getting pretty desperate. Be nice to slay him Charging Monstrosaur next turn. I'm going to take the risk. Go double Drover. On the off chance we get Storm the Festival and they still don't have that Gates Ablaze. Shifting, Charging, whatever we play would have died anyways. Shifting would have died because that's the only thing I could have played. Let's get that Storm the Festival. Gates of... Oh. It only dealt 4. That's odd. Why did it only deal 4? Oh, double gates. How did they do that? That is very odd and confusing. They only have 2. Yeah, how would they play? Oh, 2 of the lands aren't gate types. Ah. Maze's End is just that. That still makes me wonder. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I see. Okay. Math is hard. I was blanking. But Charging Monstrosaur. Regisaur Alpha, get the haste. I think we have enough haste to get her done with Charging, Regisaur, Shifting. Might not even need Storm's Festival. I could have assumed. Actually, oh, Plaza of Harmony is in the gate. Okay, well, that saved us. We drew 4 cards there, which is, well, it's not what I expected. I figured the Ripjaws would just be swept off the board. If they can't gain life, they die. If they play Gates Ablaze, they die. They just die. Grazer probably won't save them. I think I'll still go Storm the Festival if everybody's still alive. Gatebreaker Ram. Okay, well, we're still going to get them, I think. Ghouls, maybe not. This is nasty stuff. Storm the Festival. Let's grab 2 nice heavy hitters. Oh, yikes. Not the best, but Ripjaw and Marauding. At least we draw some stuff. That was pretty good on their part. Now, can't afford to. Gatebreaker Ram and Gate Colossus would have finished us off next turn. Wouldn't quite have had lethal. Just hope they don't have a Gates Ablaze, and Gatebreaker and Gate Colossus would survive that, unfortunately. Approach the Second Sun, that is interesting. Well, that's still not going to do it for him. Do need 10 for Gates of... Oh, the Quartzwood Crasher. Okay. What do we got on the menu? Take the action. Good old Zilortha? No, Zilortha would hurt us a little bit. Quartzwood. And Shifting. Two biggest things. Oh, phew. Math is for blockers, folks. Math is for blockers. I didn't even know if it would be exactly lethal. I hadn't done the math there. I was just crossing my fingers it would be enough. Whew. The ultimate math is for blockers moment there. Who needs it? All right. Well, hopefully going a little bit faster than that. Certainly got lucky, but we saw the Gates Ablaze popping off, doing work, drawing us stuff. I guess Thrashing Brontodon could be kind of useful. Would maybe take out Guild Summit. Gate Colossus, yes please. Thrashing Brontodon, you're coming in. Good buddy. Cut Zilortha. I don't think we need Zilortha too much. Definitely Thrashing is probably going to be a lot better. Even if it just takes out that Gate Colossus, I'll be happy. Quartzwood I like. I think Quartz would. If they have any creatures, they're probably big and we're not doing a whole lot of trample damage. They might not have a whole lot of creatures anyways, so might not need much trample stuff. I can work with that. Don't have to mulligan, so that's pretty nice. Now, I'm gonna get the Shatter Skull tap just because. Nah, I don't see myself using it on a Gatebreaker Ram whenever they do play it. It's probably going to be pretty big and probably prohibitive to take it out. Don't kill it. Okay, okay. That's looking pretty good. Get the shifting, next turn charging, attack with shifting and charging. Hopefully it's enough. At the very least, they don't have a Sorcerer Red for that Gates Ablaze. Okay, they're still off it. Although Gateway Plaza can make that, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Hopefully getting Storm the Festival next turn. They went Gates Ablaze. Charging would still live, yeah. No? No, it wouldn't. Gatebreaker Ram. Well, 7/7. That's not nice. Especially since we still don't see Storm the Festival. I think that's coming up though. I'm gonna just keep being super aggressive. If they have a Gates Ablaze and use it eventually, might as well take them down as low as possible. Give ourselves the best chance. Yikes. Storm the Festival, where are you at? Not there. Boy. Right, let's go. Oh, phew. Top deck. Fantastic. Like drawing a card and having shifted. Yeah. I mean, pretty soon we'll get to 10. Be able to cast it again. Probably double block to take out the Gatebreaker Ram if they do it. Oh, never mind, we die. Approach the Second Sun tends to do that in spectacular fashion. Whenever they cast it a second time, or whenever they cast it, if it's the second time they've cast it, they just win. Nothing you can do about it. Alright. No. Not even a source of green to get started with Topiary Stomper there. Way better. Ish. Definitely Sheltered Thicket. Hopefully something on tap for turn 2. Rootbound Crag would be lovely. Youth. Alright. It's looking up. Not a Source Red. Oh boy. Gates Blaze coming. You know what? I'm going to do extra explosive potential and hope it's not Gates Ablaze next turn. Double Drover. Double nice. Actually, Gates Ablaze wouldn't take him out because I still only have 2. Right. But next turn, it might happen, so I gotta be as nasty as possible. I know what to do. Charging Monstrosaur for 4, don't have to pay anything to give it haste. Bam. As much damage as possible. Maybe getting that hasty shifting next turn if they Gates Ablaze, but still Charging Monstrosaur would be alive. Still dead. Good stuff. Bam. Oh, that was fantastic. You saw right there the potential of Drover of the Mighty ramping as a backup. A lovely 3/3 aggression does the trick. Got him, yes. Whew. I'm glad I saw that. Getting the charging instead of the shifting. Pretty sweet. Wouldn't have made much difference anyways. I could have played the shifting for 3 and hasty. Yeah. Either way, as aggressive as possible. Drover and Storm, absolutely. They're besties. I think Drover of the Mighty has to be in versus Thunderherd Migration, even though it's a little bit risky. Glass Cannon. You certainly can still get things done. Have some fun. I'm glad we won. But now I'm done. That was lovely stuff tonight. Izzet, hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Anybody watching right now or later on, I think I'll leave it on a positive note. Not sure exactly what list I'll use tomorrow night. Might tweak some things. I got this cast 30 white or black spells quest I gotta do up. We're working towards the best list. Overall, maybe the meta changes and I have to bring in less sweepers, more single target interaction, something like that. Hard to say. Storm is a very satisfying part of the equation though. It's always lovely if you want to fire it up. You know it can potentially perform well. Who doesn't love to play 2 big things, hopefully, off the top for 6? Hopefully you've ramped enough and you can play it again next turn for the flashback, but it's always satisfying at the very least. Always finding ways to gain advantage. Yes, always room for improvement. Whatever deck you're playing, whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, you can get better at it. Even if you've reached the top, you can reach higher than the top. I'll always be playing dinos. Hopefully you guys will keep watching. All right, Izzet, have a good night. Everybody else, peace. Storm, Kiora, Shatterskull. Ooh, that does sound good though. Lots to think about. All right.